Hi, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your September 16th to the 30th, 2021 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed and linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bowl sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Scorpio, September 16th to the 30th, 2021, Scorpio. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Oh, goodness. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. At the bottom is our rooted self. The left-hand side is our inner self. The middle, our heart, our emotional self. The right-hand side, the public arena, the public self. So let's see what the cards have to say. At the bottom, we have Sagittarius energy. If we're born on the cusp with Sagittarius, this is going to be coming out very profoundly. Or if we have Sagittarius within our natal chart, it's Temperance energy. Then we have the Fool. So we're finding balance to start a new journey, to move ourselves forward. We have the Eight of Air. There's something that's keeping us from flying as high as we want to, as we need to. And we're going to be addressing that. There's going to be a sense of freedom that comes forward. And then we have the Eight of Water, is walking away from something we once thought we would love. The repeat of the number 8 within our inner self is saying that we're taking things really seriously right now, Scorpio. We kind of need to step back, because we can lose all the joy from this time, all the beautiful discovery and balance and understanding that comes to us through this time by taking it so seriously that there is no laughter, that there is no fun, that there is no joy to it. We have the Fool once again at our heart. We're starting a new journey. We're moving ourselves forward. We have the King of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If we're born on the cusp of Libra, or if we have air sign energy within our chart, that's coming through very powerfully at our heart. We then have the Emperor, which is Aries energy. Again, if we have Aries within our natal chart, that's coming through very powerfully in the public arena. And then we have the King of Wands, fire sign energy, the Knight of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If we have this, again, if we are born on the cusp with Sagittarius, or if we have fire sign energy within our natal chart, that's coming through very powerfully, or Aries energy, that's coming through very powerfully in the public arena. Especially if we have Aries coming through, I mean, we are going to be the kings, the rulers, the emperors of these situations during this time. There's just a ferocity to us, and there's a sense of, I have every right to claim my power, to claim my space, to move me forward. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. The energy to be mindful of, the Princess of Cups. we have to be mindful of our own naivety, all right? Of a sense of kind of thinking maybe better of people than they deserve, or not looking at things as deeply as we should. So do be mindful of that. We're represented by the cups in the minor arcana. We're represented by the death card in the major arcana, Scorpio. We also have to be very mindful of wanting to help everybody. I know that sounds like such a terrible thing to say, to be mindful of, but we're going to put everybody else's wants, needs, and everything before our own. So just be very mindful of saying, you know what, I need to take care of me first. I need to make sure that I'm doing well. It's kind of like put the mask on your face, the air mask on your face in an airplane before you put it on the person standing next to you. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself before you try and help and sacrifice for everybody else. It moves us then to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. And this is Angels and Masters. This is the Soul Star Chakra located 6 inches above our crown. This is a sense of being able to embrace our angelic connection, our connection with divinity and spirit, and knowing that we are protected. As this energy kind of pours down from above us, we know that we are protected and safe and secure and prosperous and bountiful, and that there's a level of being okay here that is very reassuring. It's kind of like you're not in this alone, and you will never be in this alone. It moves us to temperance. It moves us to balance through transmutation. You know, the water had to boil to get rid of the impurities, to sit in the tea leaves, to become tea, to become a whole new drink, to then be savored, to then be enjoyed. And that's what we're going to see with us. We need to boil away the impurities. We need to steep in the emotions that we want within our lives. We need to steep within the ruminations that we have of how do we move forward, and where is it that we want to be, and who is it that we are, and why is it that we're here, to make this new drink, to make a savory concoction for us to quench ourselves, to better understand ourselves, and to fly higher within the balance of ourselves. And that brings us to the Fool. It's like once we find this balance, we are going to be moving forward towards the extraordinary. And remember, every single time with the Fool is that in order to be a hero, we must first be a fool. No hero's journey is ever gone on where people think, oh my gosh, okay, brilliant. You know, you're just going to get everything done right and everything's going to be easy peasy and you have nothing to worry about. And if the story does start that way, it never winds up that way. But most heroes, most innovators, most inventors, most entrepreneurs, most thinkers outside of the box, the creatives, the people who don't fit in, or even the people who do fit in but have this idea that doesn't follow the convention, they're laughed at. They're not understood. And this is saying, don't let other people's opinions, other people's small-mindedness box you in, keep you held back. It's time to jump down the rabbit hole. It's time to chase after the dream. It's time to say, why not instead of why? It moves us to the 8 of air. It moves us to our inner selves, and we're going to be a bit apprehensive. Can I fly this high? Can I move forward this way? Can I go after what I want? Do I have a right to soar? Or is it that my mind is going to keep me held back? Is it that my breath is only going to be filled with doubts and curses for myself instead of blessings and questions? And so here we start to learn what holds us back and denies us, what moves us forward and what embraces us. We start to see our hearts and our desires with openness and honesty and brilliance and compassion. We start to see ourselves flying. And when we see ourselves not being able to fly, when we see ourselves held back, we have to say why. Why is it that I cannot? And Spirit is going to show us that we need to move away from what we once thought we would love. It's not the same path that we're on. Our inner self is very much concerned with our mental well-being and our emotional well-being. And it's saying it's time to break free. It's time to see things in a different light and in a different way. The turtles here, the little sea turtles, if you've ever watched those National Geographics, or, you know, the little clips where the sea turtle is making it from their nest to the water, it's astoundingly difficult. And the nest, you know, when they're hatching out or when the mom lays the eggs and puts them in there, it's kind of like, okay, you can be safe forever. But you're only going to be safe for a finite period of time until you're transformed. And you need something else in order to protect you, in order to sustain you, in order to move you forward the way that you need to move forward. And that's what we're going to see with us. That we thought we could be in the nest, but that we've outgrown it. And so we move away from what we once thought we would love, from what once protected us, what once kept us secure. And it moves us again to the Fool that says, it's time. It's time to take that leap of faith. It's time to see ourselves with openness and honesty and integrity and determination. It's time to know that, yes, people will laugh, but let them laugh. Because I'm moving towards something greater. I'm moving towards something more. And as we see this within ourselves, and as we say this within ourselves, we stop the doubt and the fear. And we embrace the determination, the insight, the understanding, the power, the focus. Our hearts are saying, why not go for it? And our souls have to be saying, why not? Why not go after what is beautifully needed? The adventure of our hearts, the beauty of our stepping into our power, ourselves, our understanding. And it moves us to the King of Swords, the cutting through doubts and fears and negativity. This is the warrior king. And so here, we cut through the hurtful words of others, the doubts, the angers, the upsets. And we look at where we stand. We look at our breath. We look at the words that we stand for, the power that we have, the insight that we have, the determination that leads us forward. And we say, why not? This is a time where the heart and the mind come together. This is a time for us just all together where it's like the heart and the mind come together. And Scorpio, if we do not connect with our minds, our hearts will not fully be reached, be accomplished. If we do not connect with our hearts, our minds will not be fully reached and accomplished. And so during this time, as we cut through, as we embrace our warrior spirit, as we say, I need to know, I need to seek, I need to discover, I need to understand, we also need to feel. We need to love. And we need to be there for ourselves. And it moves us to this place of the power of our words, the power of our imagination, the power of our creativity, the power of our desire to achieve and to become and to see and to succeed. And it moves us then to the Emperor in the public arena. It's like, I will not be bossed around. I will not be bullied. I will not be doubted. I will claim my throne that for a lot of us, we didn't even know we had. We didn't even know we could move forward this way. And so the Emperor comes in, and the Emperor says, this is my power. This is my strength. This is my determination. This is my focus. This is who I am. And I will not be held back. I will not be denied. I will not be walking away from myself. I embrace my joys, my understanding, my determination, my focus. I embrace the power and the brilliance that is me. And there is no one and nothing that will get to take that away. And it moves us then to the Knight of Wands. I fight for this. I fight with this determination. I move forward in this passion. I go after what I need to. And people will underestimate you, Scorpio, because you do not look at this moment. It's like the energy around you, though it is fierce, it's not going to be that kind of like, ooh, kind of stay away from them, that kind of aura where like, oh, those people are trouble type of thing, or don't mess with that person. It's going to be more of a headache than it's worth type of thing. They're going to sit there and say, okay, I see your power. I see you going through, what you're going through. I see you transforming and embracing a different road. But they're not going to expect you to be as fiercely determined, fiercely focused as you are. And the Knight of Wands is like fire and passion and determination and insight and ideas and moving forward towards so much more than you ever realized. And as you do so, there is nothing and no one that holds you back. As you do so, it's like you let your passion, you let your creativity, you let, this expression of self and the reason why you get out of bed in the morning be your guide forward. And it's not for anybody else. It's completely for you. And it sounds selfish, but it's not. It's like, whose life are you supposed to live? If it's not supposed to be your own. It moves us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of, and that's the Chariot. Do not let your emotions sweep you away. It's going to be very, very easy because you're feeling things so intensely, because you're so in tuned, all right? And also the balance between the subconscious and the conscious coming forward. Understanding that subconsciously I can react this way, and understanding consciously I want to react this way. Also understanding that we're, again, going to find it very easy to be pulled into other people's stories, other people's determinations, other people's focus for their emotions. Our subconscious chakra energy is personal power, the solar plexus chakra. It's trusting our gut. It's embracing our power, our insight, our ideas, our determination, our focus, our understanding. And it moves us then to our subconscious rooted energy, which is the Emperor, claiming that throne that we never even knew we had, or that we forgot we had. Claiming that power and that insight, starting to say, wow, these are gifts. They're not hindrances. And as we embrace our gifts, we embrace who we are, we embrace what we desire from life, we embrace our passion and our purpose forward. It moves us to our subconscious inner self. And that's the Three of Air, the Three of Swords. We fly away from, we name the hurt that has held us back. And we understand that we are soaring to new heights and gaining new understandings. We understand that it is not through everything going easy that compassion is born, that, we are developed as human beings. It's through the hard times, the hurts and the pains and the disappointments. It's when we can rise out of those and not be left bitter or broken, or even if we are broken, to be able to heal. That becomes everything, and that is everything. It moves us to our subconscious emotional self, and that's the Ace of Cups. That's a gift just for us. Pisces, we are represented by the cups in the minor arcana. We're represented by the death card in the major arcana. Here, we have the cup coming forward. The gift of emotional awakening, the gift of cleansing, the gift of true seeing, the gift of quenching the thirst that we have inside. Emotionally, we are sensitive. The Ace of Cups brings that. It brings a clearing away of negative energy, replacing it with positive energy. It brings us to a place that we can feel a little bit raw. We can feel a little bit overwhelmed. We can feel like, oh my goodness, am I doing things the right way? Because we're sensitive. We're more in tune with our emotions than we aren't. And we're also releasing so much toxicity within us to be able to have us embrace power and brilliance and joy and success. To be able to have our hearts feel deeply and powerfully. It moves us to our subconscious public message, and that's the Nine of Swords. Do not let worry, doubt, fear, and the nightmares take over and steal away everything that is powerful and right for you. The Nine of Swords is the sense of, I cut through so much. I've seen so much. And it can become a cage for me. Or it can become this springboard of, I will not ever again be held back this way. They become battle scars instead of wounds that will never heal. The battle scars come when we see the fears, we see the hurts, we see the pains, we see the anger, and we say, you don't get to define me. You don't get to be me forever. And that's what gives us a bit of our fierceness. It's like I'm not falling into shadow again. I'm moving towards the light, towards the brilliance, and it's time for me to be on my hero's way. All right, Scorpio. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. Excuse me. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the path to come and the power of our hearts and our minds working in tandem to succeed in such a way that we never thought possible, but we always dreamt of it. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Scorpio.